Welcome in, everyone. Welcome to the Big Men on Campus podcast. I'm your host, the Big Men on Campus here, tuning in with you here on a Wednesday evening. It's hump day, bringing down the card for today. I got to be honest, I hate this card. I don't like a lot here, so I'm not going to have a ton of opinions on these games, frankly. I don't like much here, but we will break it down tonight and have a game for you tonight. Just one game on the card I'm looking at. And we're going to look to cash in on it. Really nice night last night. 2-0 here on the show. Give out over in the Creighton Butler game. Also had NC State minus the points in that one. Really nice. I mean, got it out of the way quick, and had a real nice 2-0 night. 110-66 on the season. 63%. Up 36.9 units of profit. And look, we keep it going here, hopefully tonight. Shout out to everyone out there listening. As always, I do appreciate you chiming in tonight. If you're on Twitter, please retweet the show. And keep in mind, I have one profile, and it's at Jeff Nadu, JFFNADU. If you see another profile with the fucking Jeff Nadu one, please report it. Please report that profile. It is not me. It is someone impersonating me, and I don't want anyone to get got. So make sure, most of you guys have done a great job at reporting that. So do me a favor, do that, and hit the good old button there. Let's get into the show tonight. What's up to everyone out there, all the listeners? 2 Chains, Blue Bayou, Bend, Salty Dog, Lance, Hal, Jay, Big Ron, Big DeCourcy, Brian DeCourcy, Hal Abrams, Terraron, Jay, Matt Varnum, Thomas, John, Blue Bayou, Rick, NBA Champs, Bird Chirp Gaming, Bryson, Abdul, Mook, CEO, Rick H., all the guys out there, Mike Monroe, what's up? Melvin, Justin, Eric, Kevin White, Mr. Gogster, Justin Searcy, Said Porter, Luke, Baseball Bob, and more and more. So welcome in. Hopefully you enjoy the show today. You need to get verified. Yeah, well, I'm waiting on that. Once I get verified, it's a fucking wrap. And I'll get verified because I have everything I need to be to get verified. So once I get verified, it's over. As far as the card tonight, there's just not a ton that I really had that was interested in. Some nights, there's 2 or 3 games I like. Obviously I know tomorrow's a big card, so I'm looking forward to that. Obviously we have some big games there, so I'm very confident in that. Let's get into it here. Like I said, hit the like button for me today. Retweet the show and make sure it gets out to the listeners everywhere. I'm going to go with a game, and I'm going to go against the team that I've enjoyed fading lately. I'm going to go with Virginia Tech tonight at home against Clemson. I'm going to lay the 4 here. I think this game's a lot like last night's game with NC State. You have a team in Virginia Tech here that is really kind of right on the bubble. They need a quality win. They need a big time win. They're one of the last teams in the dance. You win this game, you're very much in the tournament. Clemson's a 3 seed right now. This would go a long way to getting the job done. I got to tell you, I think this Clemson team, they're going to hit the skids, I think, a little bit here. This team dropped a game that they really shouldn't have against Florida State last week. They followed up, lose to Duke. Now you get another team coming in here, and you're going into an atmosphere that's very good. Virginia Tech down in Blacksburg, one of my favorites in the country. They always do a nice job of filling that place and really being raucous. It's impressive to watch on the tube. And, Virginia Tech's had a lot of success lately. They've won and covered 3 in a row against this Tiger team. You look at, at home, 12-3 this year, 7-4 against the number, scoring 87 points a game, shooting 54% 100%. This team has been fantastic at home, and they've been real good defensively. That's kind of one of those things that they've turned up this year is their defensive prowess. They're good from the foul line, and they make their threes. And that's one thing that at times this Clemson team's had major problems dealing with. You also throw in the fact that tonight, not only is Clemson continue to be without Dante Grantham, but they're also going to be without Sheldon Mitchell tonight. And Sheldon Mitchell's a big piece of this team. 12 points a game, 4 assists, 83% from the line. He's one of their better foul shooters. That's a big loss. So now you have 2 of your top 4 leading scorers out of the lineup. Couple that in with the fact that you're on the road, you've lost 2 in a row, and you're facing a team that really has to win. I like this game here a lot. It's something that opened up to me here, and I'm going to grab it here. I like these teams kind of on the bubble. This would put Virginia Tech very much in the field, and at this point, they need to kind of keep it going. You don't. That's a great point. You don't want your point guard, not in there on the road, especially in a game like this. This is a big one. Give me Virginia Tech here, -4 against Clemson. That'll be my play of the day tonight. Let's get into some comments here. We'll go over some other games and hopefully maybe find some value for you. King Rail, how you doing? Anthony Greer, what's up? Brennan Clay, what's up? This safety first guy. Ugh, you again. I don't know what the hell you're talking about. Fred saved us. What the hell does that mean? What's up, Todd? Joe Feeney. What do you need to get verified? You need a couple things. Your name. You have to have your birthday. You have to be a part of some kind of media organization or company. John Jr. Roma down the drain. Should have took the over. Money, clothes, and holes. All the big men knows. Yep. Thanks, Rob. Luke, what's up? Luke's going to the Iowa Minnesota game. That'll be fun. Yeah, I'm going to rock with it here, Kevin. Let's get into some other games here, and I'll try to see which ones I can cover. Xavier, Georgetown. This was a close one for me. I was very close to taking the over here, kind of go back to the well. On paper, it looks great. I mean, everything kind of sets up for an over. Both are very good from the line, 5 straight overs between these two teams. I just have a feeling, at some point, you're going to see Xavier come out and play a little bit better defensively. I have a feeling this game will land a lot like that Creighton game did. Kind of like in the mid 150s. You maybe even get to 156, 157. And it could fly over to the first game, 96-91. This was definitely close for me, but I kind of look at this game similar to the way I look at Villanova the first time they played Xavier. They've been playing poorly defensively. Coach kind of called them out. It wouldn't surprise me for Georgetown to score, 70 points here. I think it'll surely get to 150, 155, but you got to see 160, 161 points here. And the movement has been interesting. Look, sharps haven't been right at all in this movement. And many people know my opinion on sharp betting and basketball. They haven't been right on any total in the Big East. Pace is there, 28th and 61st. Both teams have had issues defensively. Georgia, South Carolina, probably a low-scoring game here. Both these teams struggle to make shots, and they're both off big wins, so you'd see a little bit of a letdown. We'll go down here. Texas Tech, Oklahoma State. This one has been a bit of a trap line all day to me. I think Oklahoma State will get the job done here. The Big 12 is very hard to figure out, but one thing that it isn't very hard to figure out is some of these lines, and this one smells to high heaven. It won't surprise me at all if around 6:30 we hear that Keenan Evans is out. That won't surprise me at all. This has the makings of one of those. Oklahoma State not playing well. No one really wants them right now, but they've improved defensively, and Keenan Evans is important to the Texas Tech cog. So I would lean Oak State in this game. Michigan, Penn State. This is another one I considered. I considered the over in this one also. Both teams are real good offensively. I think, they obviously have nice defenses, but both these teams are shooting 47%. I think you look at Penn State; they're shooting 52% over the last 5 games. They should have plenty of success offensively in this game. The guards from Michigan are quite small. Mo Wagner not very good on the block. Mike Watkins should have a big game, but I look at Mike Watkins and I say to myself, I don't think he'll have quite a real good game against Mo Wagner. Wagner very mobile. He likes to get out there and pick and pop, that kind of thing. Watkins could be a little quick to the draw, or not quick to the draw on that one, and Wagner could really eat on the perimeter. But 134. This was close for me. Both these totals, Xavier and then this one. Georgia Tech, Virginia. I'd be looking under 113.5 if I had to play it. I don't think Georgia Tech will hit 40. I'll say they have 43 tonight. Georgia Tech. I think it's like a 60-43 type of game. SMU, East Carolina. SMU, I think, is you got to wonder why they're laying 8 points here on the road. This line seems to be off. I'd think it'd be 4 or 5. East Carolina could be a live dog tonight. The only concern with them is, can they get enough stops? But SMU has like no one playing. They're still without Shake Milton. They're out without J.R.L. Foster or Dre Foster. I don't really see why they're laying 8 points here on the road. North Carolina, Syracuse, no real feel. I'm not really looking to get in front of UNC right now. Fairfield, Siena. Fairfield's interesting, but I don't really trust them defensively. Canisius, Niagara. I'd lean Canisius. Niagara without Matt Scott tonight. This is a big-time rivalry. They're in revenge, Canisius. I'd probably lean with the Golden Griffiths here. Evansville, Indiana State. I'm not ever looking to bet Indiana State. Don't really know why they're giving 6 points. Drew Smith's pretty important. Evansville. Without him, I have a hard time grabbing them, though. Couple more here. Drake, Illinois State. I really like Drake. Many people know I like Drake. I'd go with them here if I had to, but everyone's healthy now for Illinois State. So, Malik Yarbrough's back, Phil Fain's back, Keyshawn Evans is back. I think they'll see some points in this game, and Drake has been great as a dog, but I prefer to get some more points. If I'm getting 6 here, I definitely take them. Loyola, Illinois, Southern Illinois. At some point, Loyola is going to slip up. I have a feeling it's tonight against Barry Hinson's crew. Hinson's a good coach. He normally has his teams prepared. It's tough to go win in Carbondale. I believe it's senior night for the Salukis. At some point they're going to slip up. Obviously on paper, they're much better. But this Southern Illinois team's been really good at home defensively. So keep an eye out for that one. Don't be surprised to see them grab an upset here. Let's keep it going here. Matt Varnum. You won't believe the text message I just got. Well, why don't you tell us? Because none of us know what you're talking about. Let's hear it. I'm not sure what that could be. Did you get a job at SPR? That might be the only thing I would consider. Okay, Matt, why don't you just tell us instead of saying no? Why don't you just tell us what the text is? No, I don't like North Carolina over. I don't have any opinion on that. Where else are we going here? Yeah, guys, I don't know if you've noticed, but I'm going down the card. You don't need to ask. I already talked about Michigan, Penn State. Fucking hell. Listen, if you ask for a game, I'm not breaking it down. So don't ask. I'm going down the card. Everyone's on Bama. I don't buy it. Well, don't then. They are a good matchup against Auburn. Just saying. Anthony Hardaway's not in there. Not Anthony Hardaway. Anthony McLemore's not in there, which will hurt. Colin Sexton obviously likes to penetrate and move, into the down to the block. That's going to be trouble not having him in there. Yeah, Matt. It's kind of a lame story. I was thinking you would have said like, "Hey, I got like a big promotion at work," or some hot broad wants to fuck me. I mean, kind of lame. I thought it'd be a better story. That's definitely faux kind of. It's definitely fake. I thought that'd be a better story. You made it sound like you were like, you won the lottery or something. Where are we going here? Yeah, so I'd lean Alabama. I think that's a close game. Uh, Texas, Kansas State. I'm not betting against Kansas State at home. Dean Wade will have a big game tonight, I think. Boise, Colorado State. I mean, it's hard to back the Rams. I mean, no coach, no real direction. Boise really can't afford any kind of fucking around here. I'd imagine they'll take care of business. Where else are we gonna go here? Is Booth a full gopher tonight? Not sure what you mean. For Villanova? I have to see. I'm not sure. I think he is, from what Philly.com said earlier. I think he's in there. But where else are we gonna go? San Diego State, no real opinion. Air Force isn't as bad as people think, and they're at home here. Seton Hall, Providence, coin flip. Where else are we going here? Yeah, Ole Miss. You're not. I'm not sure if you're like trying to be funny lately, but you're really fucking pissing me off. You're a very nice guy. You're supportive, but cut it the fuck out. You got to be fucking kidding me, man. Like, stop asking me that kind of shit. And if it's really you, I'm a little perturbed, frankly, because you seem like a nice guy. The fact that you would ask me that is fucking pathetic. Actually, I don't think it's you. I think it's an imposter. But if it is you, um, you know, don't. That's not funny. Don't joke to me about that. I don't like that, and I've said it before. I'm sick of talking about it. You old Miss, I'll make you real proud and get you the fuck out of here. The fuck. That just pissed me off. Now where are we going here? Yeah, I'm gonna put him in a fucking box. I'm gonna put him in a fucking bathroom if you don't cut it the fuck out. And then he'll come back with some shit like, "Oh, I was just kidding." Like, what do you mean you're kidding? Like, what's funny about that? So let's say I called in and said, "I'm gonna fuck your wife." Like, is that funny? That's not funny. Yeah, it's probably not. And I'm gonna talk to him and ask him. And I don't think it is either, which is kind of what I said. But I don't know why it wouldn't be. He's usually in here. He's always on the shows. Um, so I guess we'll have to see. I'll have to ask him. But it definitely seems like it's him. And I'm sure he'll send me a DM and say, "I'm sorry, man. I didn't mean it." Well, you shouldn't do it. What else do we have on the card tonight? Um, yeah, exactly, CEO. I agree with that. He's a normal listener, and he's completely out of line. And keep in mind, he's very old. He should know better than to talk like that. Just got on. What's going on? Fucking some guys talking about giving me. I should give him my sister's number and shit. The fucking creep actually looked her up. I mean, that's the sick thing about it. Yeah, that's why I don't talk about my family on here. That's why I don't ever bring it up. I try to be nice and talk about who I am and my family. I talk about my father's birthday, and it becomes some bullshit. It's always something. I don't care if he's drunk. And this is why at the end of the season, the show's over. I'll do my SBR shows, do my blackjack show, and that's it. So, you know. Fuck it. Um, no, he's not trying to take me down. He's just trying to be a dickhead. That Southern charm bullshit. Fuck off. Just because you live in Ole Miss and you think it's cool that you could date young chicks, that it ain't cool. It's fucking weird. Let's keep it going here. Fordham Davidson. Fordham is bad, man. They are really bad on the road. That looks like a 20-point win there for Davidson. I wouldn't I wouldn't I would not take that. That one looks like a good one. Big man, been rocking the wire. Thanks for the heads up. Took a couple episodes to get hooked, but now I'm digging it. Yeah, the first season's good. I always like the first season. First couple episodes are slow, but that's any show. And as far as keep going with it. Some people get kind of turned off with 2, but I actually think it's really good, especially the second or third time around. 3 and 4 masterpieces, and 5 is good as well. So make sure you check that out. One more thing on what he said. So let's say he was a decent guy, which he might be. But why on earth would you come on a public chat and ask me my sister's number? Why wouldn't he contact me and say, hey, listen, Jeff, which, by the way, you don't live anywhere near my sister, and she has a boyfriend, so why would she be interested? But no, you come on a public chat and try to run your mouth. There's nothing to apologize about there. Any of your questions, if you have them, I'm ready to answer. I just don't like to get bombarded with questions as I'm breaking some of the games down. Send in your questions now. McNulty's my idol. Yeah, he's a lot of people's idol. He's mine too. Actually, one of my favorite characters. I just don't include him in my favorite character list because he's like everyone's favorite. Yeah, I already said Canisius. I like that. What are some desperate win situations for teams tonight? Virginia Tech, Penn State. They could really use the win. I mean, there are some teams that can't afford to lose. San Diego State would be one of them. Can't afford to lose like Air Force. Providence, wouldn't mind seeing them get a win. Texas, they need a win. Boise, Georgia, they're all in very much must-win situations. Do you have a top gambling movie? Uh, hmm. Probably Rounders. You really need to watch Shy. Yeah, I know. I heard about that. I got to check that out. I'm just watching The Wonder Years right now, so I'm kind of in my bag with that right now. Any thoughts on Tennessee? Not really, no. Marvin Bagley's out. Thank you. Brian S. Really enjoying the show with you and Blackjack. Thank you, Brian. Give us a call anytime. Yeah, it's been fun. Very good calls. Like hearing from the people. All the calls are always very good too. No bullshit half the time. Actually, most of the time. Nova DePaul over. No opinion. Do you have any huge future bets for tourney champions? No. And as I've said multiple times today, I'll be doing breakdowns next week. Have I recorded any of the breakdowns yet? How would I have done that? None of the brackets are out yet. Yeah, Old Miss had disappeared. What's the most you've ever bet? Too much. 7,500. That was just once. And there was a reason I did that. Thanks, C. Lewis. Appreciate it, man. Yeah, I wish I could, Mike, but I'm just going to keep it the way it is. Do you think sports gambling will make across the states? Yes, eventually. I love Viva La Vegas. Great radio show, great talks and insight, and really good callers. Thanks, Cody. Appreciate it. Said Porter. Thanks. Great to have you. Big man, I agree with you on not using public restrooms. Yeah, I'm not a public restroom guy at all. I will not use them unless I very much have to. And even if I do, if they don't have a locked door that I can go into, I'm not using them. So yeah, if like the urinal's the only option, then I guess I'm not going. I'll wait. Yeah, I think a lot of people do, Tiger Bob, but it's kind of looking that way. Do you wage UFC? No. Did you win with the 7,500? Yeah, I did. It was Army against UTEP. They won 66-10, 66-14, something like that. I have no opinion on Tulsa. UNLV, no opinion. Again, guys, I'm not a big fan of the card tonight. The games I went over are the ones that I have opinion on. What's your opinion on parlays and teasers? Don't do them. When do you decide to raise the amount you bet each game? I don't. They should, Greg. No, Mike, because they've actually played pretty well with him out. I would like to take odds on Mayfield being a Jet. Well, you bet it. It's on. You could probably bet it on 5 dimes when they put the props out. Am I on? Are you still planning on coming to Barclays? Well, first of all, I'm not planning on it. I'm hoping to, and I haven't gotten the decision yet. We'll see. Last March Madness without legal gambling and AC. Yeah, good point. Hotel restrooms are the best to use. Yeah, good point. Some of them I'll use. Like that's a decent point. But like restaurants and like stadiums and stuff. Yeah, no, I'm good. Do you cap MLB? Yes. A lot of questions here. James, like the soccer show. Glad to hear. Illinois State or Drake? Lean Drake. Have you seen Molly's game yet? No, I can't find it. I mean, Corey, are you really asking that, Corey? I mean, come on, man. Have I ever used a public bathroom at the link? I have, but I don't. If there's no urinal, I'll wait and I'll use the inside bathroom. I don't prefer to. Big man, did you ever end up taking out that teacher from Philadelphia? Nah, not yet. She's around though. She just moved to South Philly, so I'm sure I'll see her soon. Um, Vegas, Viva La Vegas is a great show. This caller's your family. First time caller last night. Yeah, thanks for calling, Brad. Give us a call again. Will you be doing a NASCAR video? Yeah, tomorrow. Uh, I already went over all those games, Onyx. Am I going to post stuff about MLB on Twitter? No, I'm just going to be doing shows. And those are every day at 10 o'clock and 5 o'clock. Yeah, call in, Dan. Heard they compared Wentz's injury to RG3. No way they let go of Foles now. Yeah, I don't think they will anyway, Jeff. Good to see you. Thanks, big man. True class act. Watch show every day. Thank you. Library bathrooms are super clean at college. Yeah, well, that's because they have state issued janitors and stuff. Uh, Bradley, no opinion. Yeah, Matt, you listen, Matt, if you got to start over, man. I'm not going over the same games twice. You're coming in half an hour late, man. Do you like cap and Champions League or Europa League? I like Europa League. There's a lot more games, a lot more value also. My favorite wire character is Herc. Hauk or Herc? Sergeant Hauk? I mean, who's Hauk? Herc, you mean? Herc Hawk? Hauk? It's Herc. And I'm not sure what you mean by he wasn't on much. He was on the whole series. He was on from season 1 to 5. Your favorite cheesesteak place? Phillips. What's the news on Deuce? Nothing. He didn't get a promotion. Do you ever buy the hook? No. Not much defense in Wyoming? Yeah, definitely wasn't. Who would you recommend to follow in golf? No idea. I don't even know who caps golf. Sure, there's someone on Twitter to do it. No, I have no Olympic plays. No, I risked 330 to win 300. Who calls him by his last name though? His name was Herc. The only people that called him Hauk were like the sergeants. Like, oh, Sergeant Hauk is this or that. But yeah, Herc was a good character. He was a cop all the way to the end. Stringer Bell was the man. He was okay. Why do y'all keep asking the same dumb questions? No wonder he wants to end the show. King Rail, call of the day. Yeah. Nah, people come in late, they don't know. Did you become a handicapper by reading books? No, I became a handicapper just by putting a lot of time into it. How often do you withdraw money? I don't really use websites, so I don't really do it much. I prefer to use locals. Taylor, what's up, man? What do you think is the most important thing to look at when capping games? A lot of different things. Really just feel. Do you have a go-to site for stats? Yeah, I do actually. It's right up here, buddy. And it's right here. I write everything down. Is Ryan still around? Yeah, he's around. He's not here though. Who are some people that give out MLB picks for free? Me. Do you like horse racing? No. Is Marcus Howard out? Yes. Hey, Big Ron. Yeah, yeah. We used to do that. Yep. Stringer Bell was a rat. Yep, exactly. Did you give up plays for free in baseball? I mean, I do baseball, but I won't be doing it like this. I'll just be doing the whole card, and I'll just give an opinion on a game. What's the most plays you've ever made in a day? I don't know, 5 maybe. Have you ever watched Banshee? No. How often are you with Gabe and Cam? Just once a week. Some Charles ended up being the king because he was one of the best characters. I don't have insights on Florida, Tennessee. Do you have contact with Brandon Shively and Diner Mafia? I haven't talked to Brandon Shively in a while, but Diner, yeah, I talk to Diner once in a while. He's just, he's doing his own thing. Betcast tonight. We'll have a show. It won't be the Betcast. We'll just kind of talk about the games going on, try to look for some value on the live stuff. What's a good place to go in Philly? Avoid coming here. No, I don't know. For what? Like to hang out? I don't really know. Go to a Sixer game. If you use locals, you must get shut off. I've been limited or shut off by locals. Yeah, but I have a good relationship. They ain't gonna do that. You've come a long way. Thanks, Ron. Appreciate it, man. I don't know if I remember you, Ron. Like I don't remember. What was your screen name? All right, guys. I'm gonna wrap it up here. Everyone have a great night. Tonight's play is the Virginia Tech Hokies -4. I'm not sure what movie I'm not sure what show you were watching, Philip. To say he was a rat is out of context. He wanted to go legit. So he talked to the fucking cops. He made his bed. He fucking sleeps in it. What are you talking about? He wasn't a rat. So he didn't go to the fucking cops and get Avon pinched. If he didn't get caught, if he wouldn't get caught up by Omar, he would have got fucking scot-free and Avon would have got locked up. And Stringer was just on it too. Stringer was a bitch. He didn't want to play in the streets. He wanted to be some glorified fucking drug dealer, but not ever be around it. He was making the same amount of money they were. He just didn't want to do time, so he went to fucking Colvin and got him pinched. Fuck Stringer, Bell. He was a rat. And to say he wasn't, I don't know if you know what the word rat is then. He was a canary. He was an informant. How do you push through the BS to continue providing quality content? I wonder that myself sometimes. Thanks, David. Well, sucks to be you, James. If you don't want to deal with spoilers, maybe you should watch it. If I ever had people say to me, I had a tough time getting into it, well, I guess it's not for you then. You got to give a show more of the time than an episode or two. Do you ever use Don Best? No. I am kind of waiting here to see what Philip Agee has to say about that because I don't really didn't understand his comment about Stringer Bell. I'm trying to get through it, man. I'm trying to get through a lot of questions, so I have to answer sometimes. I can't wait to cap MLB, big man. College isn't my favorite capping sport, so don't cap it. Just bet the games I give you. What do you need to cap it for? Just bet the games. What do you mean you don't like to cap it? I'm giving you free games, free winners. What do you have to cap? I hope Mike Pelfrey's on a roster this year. I don't know about that. Big Pelf. I think he's off near his last leg, I think. He's a free agent. Maybe someone will pick him up. Sure, he'll get on the spring roster somewhere. All right, everyone have a great night. Appreciate you tuning in tonight. Hopefully you have a nice night. I'm on Virginia Tech -4. It's my only play of the day. Have a great night. I'll be back later with Dottie Rightside on SBR. We'll be talking about some of the games going on live. We'll chat about them, give out some second half, some live bets. Everyone have a great night. I'll also be on later with Blackjack Fletcher on the Viva La Vega show. Join us for that at 10:30. We look forward to your calls, 917-889-3290. Make sure you give us a call tonight. We'll talk about the Wednesday card, and we'll look forward to Thursday as well. Everyone have a great night. Bye-bye.